Welcome back to Sonic 4 Episode 2. And no, your volume is not muted.
We're finally in the good half!
And by the way, audience, that wasn't my recording or your audio. That little intro thing actually does start without music.
Strange.
Man. Strange, isn't it? Yeah!
Okay, here's the first apparent background. The graphics have received a major upgrade. These graphics actually look pretty good.
You know, I keep saying
oh my god, the grass actually looks like grass!
I'll say it again, I'll say it before. Sonic 4 Episode 2 should have been Episode 1. A much better start and a much better platform to go off of.
I still think there's still.
Oh my god, actual momentum!
It's good. It's good enough, but it could be better. Generations, especially the 3DS version, was better.
However, though, I mean,
I'm talking about in terms of the classic physics. I'm not talking.
Especially.
I'm talking about it in terms of classic physics, not the game itself.
I know.
Go ahead.
But yeah, like I was saying, Episode 2 feels more like the episode... Okay, this feels more like what Episode 1 should have been. A sort of taken spin with homages as opposed to outright blatant copies of levels.
Well,
I still don't think it should have been called Sonic 4 at all, but I don't really have any major...
Honestly, Jova, I'm gonna have to side with some
called... I don't think that shouldn't have been called Sonic 4 to begin with. I'm just saying that Sonic 4 Episode 2 feels more like what Episode 1 should have been from the start.
Honestly, Jova, if I'm going to be honest, I'm gonna have to side with some Call Me Johnny here. I mean, this is pretty much Marble Zone combined with Aquatic Ruin. Like, it's still not that original.
Well, I get that.
The only difference
is
the water is mandatory.
Oh, I never said that it was original. I never said that it was original. What I'm saying is that here it comes off more as an homage as opposed to a blatant ripoff like Sonic 4 Episode 1. Because honestly, at least it doesn't look exactly like it. Whereas Sonic 4 Episode 1, Splash Hill Zone is literally Green Hill Zone, and
yeah, I get that.
That clearly went into Episode 2 as opposed to Episode 1.
I get that, but couldn't we still have like completely original tropes? You know, because it's like Johnny said. Okay, so you said that okay, we blatantly reused stuff.
Hold on. Define original tropes, because Sonic games have done a lot of tropes. It's in like, well, are you saying that like, well, anything that's ruin-based?
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Let me rephrase. Something a little more uncommon, because this has been done to death. I mean, do a city trope. Like, when was the last time we had a city trope in a Sonic game?
Sonic Generation.
Okay, fine. Well, okay, fine. Aside from Generations, I mean.
Which was a celebration of other Sonic games to begin with.
Yeah, that too. I mean,
exactly.
Excluding Generations.
To be fair, they do have they did have sort of a city trope in Sonic 4 Episode 1. At least that's what some people consider the casino stage. Though frankly, I disagree with that. I consider it more a casino trope all on its own.
Then you do Sonic Advance 3.
That said, though, I don't think we've done the water ruin trope for a while in Sonic franchise, at the time anyway.
I guess, yeah.
Honestly, this trope feels more legit than, you know, the trope Splash Hill Zone and...
As someone who's that rare kind of person who doesn't really mind water levels as long as they're finely designed, yeah, I'm fine with Sylvania Castle. Not White Park 3. White Park 3 can fucking die in a car fire.
Yeah, White Park 3 is one of those weird zones that shouldn't even really be a water zone when you think about it.
Like, it's a snow stage. Why suddenly make it into... Like, seriously, I'm going to and say that Labyrinth Zone is much better than that. Seriously.
I guess Dimps are trying to replicate that snow level in Sonic Advance 1 that just happened to be water-based as well.
Yeah, but that one was a lot faster paced, whereas, not to mention, the Water Parks 3 has really bad design problems, but I'm gonna bring that up when we get to that.
Oh, I agree.
Anyway, basically, the way that works is if you hit those platforms, you put them over so you can use the springs that are below.
So, questions. What exactly are requirements to do the special actions with Tails?
Just press the square button.
Oh, so you can abuse it. Okay.
Yeah. you can pretty much abuse them as much as you want, except for the flying, where Tails eventually gets tired. But aside from that, yeah, like the 619 attack, you can pretty much just blow through the entire level with it.
Okay.
And like Heroes, they have signs scattered throughout until the end of the game telling you to do this, that, and the other.
Yeah. The level design doesn't actually get genuinely great until Sky Fortress.
I disagree with that. I actually feel that the level design here is actually well enough done. I will say that it does
I'm not saying it's not well done, I'm just saying that it's not exactly great. It's good enough, it's just that it still could be better. I mean, if all the levels were designed as well as Sky Fortress, then maybe you'll have a game here, but,
depends, yeah, Sky Fortress is one of those may vary levels, considering the bottomless pits in that level.
Well, it's Sky Fortress, you kinda expect that.
Yeah, but there's that one reflex moment where you literally have to use the Tails move, like, sort of out of nowhere, otherwise, you ain't getting out.
Well, on the subject of Sky Fortress, yeah, true, Joba, but then we got to Zone 4 where they completely decided, you know what, that whole thing about trying to not rip off and just be an homage? Well, fuck that, let's just rip off Wing Fortress. Because that's what Sky Fortress is, come on. Don't get me wrong, I love the level design, but let's not kid ourselves. Trope-wise, it's a blatant rip-off of Wing Fortress and Sky Chase.
Yeah. Granted, I guess that one is one that I'm willing to let go because, to be fair, we have never really had a level like Sky Chase or Wing Fortress for quite some time, so that's one of the ones...
we had it in Unleashed.
And... No. What I mean is how Sky Chase and Wing Fortress, operated in their functions, with Sonic moving around on the top of the plane and whatnot. That's what I mean. It's this is one of those few times where I could sort of see what they were going for with the whole homage thing. It's like, this is basically the Sonic 2 to Episode 1 Sonic 1. It's just like I say, I wish this had been the Sonic 4 Episode 1 that we started with instead. It's more fun, and it actually wouldn't have gotten people as nearly ticked off as Episode 1
Yeah,
did.
the problem is that by the time Episode 2 came out, nobody gave a shit anymore.
Yep.
Yeah. And then that was the death of Episode 3.
Not to mention it's like Johnny said, the physics are definitely much better than Episode 1, but the level design, for the most part, is still very Episode 1-ish.
Ow.
It has a lot of for example, like Johnny said in his review, those just like Episode 1, every level is packed to the brim with speed boosters and springs. They're everywhere. Why would you bother creating these momentum-based physics and then just have the entire level do the work for us? I mean, it's just inconsistent design.
Hello?
The game's kind of... we lost Pedro.
It's like they improved the physics just to shut the fans up, but then actually build the level design around the physics. Like good game designers do.
I'm
boss.
doing Eggman's new creation.
I hate this boss. In fact, I'm gonna flat out say right now.
I actually like this boss.
I hate pretty much all the boss battles in this game.
Oh,
seriously.
You're talking about the boss. Never mind.
The bosses themselves, yes.
I kind of like this boss, but yeah, I will admit its intro just take a while. Also, I do like the boss at Oil Ocean Zone.
I'm gonna have to agree with Clement on this one. The pacing of this game can
It's
be
Oil Desert.
Hold on. Okay, that was a nice.
That was kind of clever.
That was a nice, clever moment. It's just a shame that they actually thought to themselves, "Wait, you know what? Now that we've done the troll moment, I don't think we're allowed to rip off Sky Fortress. Wing Fortress." Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Clement on this one. Like
I actually
the
like the boss
basic,
thing better here.
the place. Okay, fine. The boss thing is, but I'm talking about the boss itself.
Okay,
Like
go on.
like the animations where you have to constantly wait for him to get his cockpit out. Like it's such a slow waiting game for this boss. And of course, there's also the things with you know, the third boss. Like the final is the boss is or the third boss is quite. Ugh. Like the bosses are very like it's just so slow. Like there's so many moments where you're just required to stop and wait, which just ruins the pacing of a Sonic game to me. Like for example, right here. Basically, right now I have to wait. Right now I have to wait. Okay, you know how in the Genesis games, Eggman was always possible to hit, pretty much at 90% of the time. So you could beat him, like your speed in beating the boss depended on how good at the game you were. Whereas here, no matter how good you are at the game, there's gonna be times where you're just gonna have to sit down and wait until he, you know, there you go. See,
You decide you are
I don't
about
really
to attack.
like-
Yeah, I'm gonna admit that is a bit annoying. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like
see
the bosses.
right now I'm just watching a cutscene. Like I cannot literally do anything right now.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's like I myself do like the bosses, but I will admit it is definitely a flaw for Eggman to have to. Well, first have to wait for him to be hittable. You know, I mean, well, in a game that's trying to play homage to the 2D classic Sonic games.
Pretty much.
I mean, the only boss that I can recall we couldn't hit at all the times was like Lava Reef Zone boss. And even still, that was one that you intentionally had to. Because, you know,
Exactly.
invincible!
Like I said, just get Taxman and stuff to make a 2D Sonic game. Then we'll be interested.
So, the stupid question, what is actually Dimps now doing?
Right now, I'm guessing they're making the handheld version of whatever game Sonic Team is making. Like they always do.
We don't know. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, I've heard rumors that apparently Sega may have dropped Dimps or something.
I'll believe it when I hear it.
Then again, those are rumors.
Well, then
Um,
so-
again, maybe Sanzaro is the new Dimps, I guess.
yeah,
I wouldn't be
yeah.
surprised if they did drop them because, you know, they haven't got a lot of money.
Yeah, maybe Sanzaro is more affordable. Anyway,
Yeah, they probably can't afford to keep everyone, so...
I mean, the only thing that Sanzaro did before the Shattered Crystal in Fire and Ice games was the
Slide Trilogy, the HD release of Stride Trilogy and
Slide
Team
4.
Seas in Time.
Yeah. All right, everybody. See you for the water. Sorry. White Park.
Two.
See you,
White
everybody.
Park!
See ya.